So me and my roommate, my friend, just say like about 30 minutes, 45 minutes ago. We literally just went out before everywhere got dark like this. I went to just go and skate around and stuff. And when we're coming back just now, me and him were just casually talking. Then, like, how do I put it now? Just ignore my stuttering and how do I put it now? Because that's what this channel is for. This channel is to practice and improve my ability to speak. So that's why I'm watching this. But anyways, me and my roommate, my friend, we're coming back just now. We're just casually discussing and stuff. And I told him that, like, girls, like this house where I'm living in now, I have housemates and some of them are girls and stuff. And sometimes I'll just joke around with them and they'll maybe I tell them to like give me money or something. They'll be like, oh, when is my wedding day? They will give me. And I thought usually used to think to myself that, when is your wedding day? Like, with the Nigeria currency now is like 100 naira, 500 naira, whatever. If you're in Nigeria, I already know this. So talking to people that don't live in Nigeria. So and I just used to be like, when you're doing your wedding with 500 still won't be like relevant because like with that currency still be relevant. And they always used to kind of get pissed off that, oh, why would I see such a thing? And I kind of thought about it that it's actually true because they already like all of us were relatively around the same age range. Like they are soon going to graduate as well. So I'm graduating next year. Then they are graduating early next year. Me, I'll probably graduate either late next year or early upper year. I can't wait for that, bro. But they not just because then it just started kind of making sense to me that most likely, like the life of a girl, most likely is like when you graduate, when you graduate, most of the time you go ahead and like they just get married. Maybe I'm wrong, but at least from what I noticed, as a guy, you graduate, you get a job, you go and hustle, you figure out your life and stuff. Girls, they graduate, some rich guy can just come from nowhere and they have like their life is set. But me and my friend we just laughed about it. But the thing that, and the reason why I was saying like, well, but what can I say? The reason why I was saying that, by the time she's getting married, 500 naira still be relevant because I used to use my own perspective because right now I'm just 20. So I don't know, like I have no idea when I'm getting married. I've not really started to think of it, but I don't know, it could still be another 10 or even 15 years before I start considering marriage. So I just about 10 or 15 years from today, like with 500 naira still be relevant. So like will it still be a relevant currency? Won't it be like Bitcoin that is the currency all over the world? I don't know, I'm just speculating. But the main point I'm just trying to make is like it just kind of hits me that wow, the things we're not talking about now is literally getting married, graduating from school, getting a job and stuff. And I just realized, bro, I'm getting old though. I'm literally getting old. I know 20 years old, you're still very young, you're still pretty much a kid. But it's like 20 years old, you're like officially an adult now. Because it's usually around this 20 years old age range. That especially if you lived, none of you were alive. But in the olden days when it was like sword and spear and stuff, do you think it was like 50-year-old men that were going to fight the war and build the like giant walls of the castle or whatever? It was like 20 something niggas in their 20s. Those were the people that were doing all this stuff. And it just kind of made me realize like I'm actually getting old every day. The crazy part now, I'm talking about 20. Next year I'm going to be 21. The year after is going to be 22, then 23, then 24, then 25, then 30, then 40, then 50. And I'm just like wasting fucking around basically. So I don't know, the point I'm just trying to make is like it just kind of hits me that wow. Because when you are a teenager, when you are a child, when you are younger, like you don't really think about getting a job. Like I'm talking of not just getting like a job for yourself. Now this time I'm literally talking of getting a job to provide for your family. Getting a like it just kind of hits me because after I graduate, after I get a job and stuff, your parents most likely will start asking you, like, so where are my babies? Like it's just crazy basically. Like wow. While getting old. I try getting old. So anyways, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.